Hi everybody, I'm Nick Gismondi back with you again for another World Team Tennis Today. Day number 3 of action from the Greenbrier in Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. And as it heats up outside, the action continues to heat up at Center Court Creekside. Our first match of the day, Vegas, continuing to try to find a way to get wins, and they did it in a big way. Johnny O'Mara had a good outing today, but the Bryan brothers proved at the very end to be just too good, and they outlasted the Aviators. Have a look.
Let's get you to highlights. It was kicked off with men's singles. Sam Querrey taking on Ryan Harrison. An all-American affair early going, but Sam got out of the block strongly and never really looked back.
Sam Querrey set the tone early with some big serving and most importantly, some timely volleying. So committed to playing transition tennis and finishing points at the net like he did right here.
Yeah, Ryan did his part there with the hot dog shot between the legs. Ultimately, Querrey just too good, 5-1. Rollers off to a great start. Women's singles next. Christina McHale and Monica Puig. Christina McHale was the one who got off to a great start. In fact, she had points at 3-1 to go up 4-1, but Puig hung in there.
McHale used the backhand down the line early very effectively. A newfound commitment to playing aggressive tennis, but Monica Puig so physical when it counted.
That's right, the Rollers take the 2 singles matches. Then it was time for mixed doubles. Johnny O'Mara, Nicole Melikar, Bob Bryan, and Aja Muhammad. Very competitive match, too. Remember, the last matches all came down to tie breaks. This was the first of them.
Some really entertaining shots all around. Mike Bryan so good finishing right on top of the net.
Anticipation from O'Mara there. Set point in the tiebreak. Nicole Melikar able to get it done. 5-4. Women's doubles next. Coco Vandeweghe and Melikar alongside Christy Ahn. Aja Muhammad. Here's Christy serving. Into the tiebreak we went again. The Aviators really played well in the tiebreak.
Coco Vandeweghe really imposed herself on the court, all over the net, finishing with authority on the overhead.
So another tiebreak set goes to the Aviators, 5-4. The Bryan brothers were in for the Rollers in the final event, taking on Johnny O'Mara and Ryan Harrison. This was a great match. Now the Bryans got off to a break advantage.
Really gutsy playing from the Aviators team, making up that break, getting back to even, then pulling ahead.
Nifty volleying by the Bryan brothers into the tiebreak. Johnny O'Mara lacing that forehand down the center to help them clinch the tiebreak. Set point. The Bryans took the set, but because the Aviators kept it close, a chance to get into extended play. The Bryans winning the one game then to clinch it 23-21. Here's confirmation of the scores.
What a day at the court. Sam Querrey, that 4-game advantage early in the match, set the tone and created the difference for the Rollers today.
So always interesting to see a match like this where the Aviators actually won more of the sets. They won 3 of the 5, yet it was the Rollers who had more games and ultimately the finishing touch at the very end.
Well, in men's singles, Sam Querrey was fantastic against Ryan Harrison, a 5-1 victory, and our very own Olivia Decker had a chance to catch up with Sam after the match. Have a look.
And Sam Querrey started things off in dominating fashion, defeating Ryan Harrison 5-1. And talk about a bookend between Sam starting things off, the Bryan brothers closing it out in dramatic fashion. But this is actually the first time in 3 meetings that Sam Querrey's been able to beat Ryan Harrison. He's with me now. Sam, what was the difference today? What were you feeling in your game against Ryan?
I just started off clean. I had a good hold. And then even though he held his first service game, I still felt good. And then just kind of got in a good rhythm and made him work for his service game. And then kind of at the end there, I got lucky. He double faulted twice to give me a few more break points to close it out 5-1.
You told me before this tournament even began that you wanted to be really aggressive on serve returns and especially first and second. Where do you rate yourself there right now?
It's gotten better every match. So that's, I think that's kind of the most important thing. I lost my previous 2 matches, so I'm glad I actually got to help the team today. But hopefully it'll just keep getting better and better. I can find more of a rhythm, be more aggressive, and just keep getting points for my team.
You bring up your team a lot. Obviously, the Bryan brothers get to be the closers. What's it like from a competitive standpoint to have them as teammates?
It's awesome. I mean, I've known them since I was 12 years old. We grew up next to each other in California, so it's great to be on a team with them. And even the rest of the team, we're all really close. We're all good friends. I've known Asia for a long time. Christian is fun to be around. Monica's great, and our coach Tim is really fun too. So we've got a close team. Most of us played together last year. You know, and if you're going to be in tight quarters with people for 3 weeks, you want to like them, and I like all my teammates.
Very well said. We feel like that too with our broadcast group, by the way. And also personally, you and Mike Bryan just became fathers at the same time around. You brought your 5-month-old baby boy forward with you. What's it like bringing a child along now as you're still playing competitive tennis?
It's fun. I mean, this is the first event, and this couldn't be a better situation. You know, at the Greenbrier, there's so much to do. It's great for my wife and my son to walk around. Although they missed the match today, so they watched me lose twice and missed the win. But there's a lot of more matches, and so far it's going well, and it's really great to have him around.
Well, if they miss the match, then they don't know the result. So you can just tell him that when he grows up. Good to have you with us, Sam. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a great win.
Well, our second match of the day was Orlando taking on Chicago, and the new expansion team trying to find their footing in World Team Tennis. Tennis Sandgren opened up well against Nakashima, but it was really the performance of Danielle Collins against Sloane Stephens that cemented the victory. A 5-0 rip for Danielle Collins, and the Orlando Storm would smash the smash. Have a look.
A look at the highlights in this duel between the Smash and the Storm. Brandon Nakashima, the 18-year-old, against American vet Tennis Sandgren, and the teenager has got the goods, Nico.
Oh, definitely. Brandon Nakashima was the MVP of that 24-18 win over Vegas in their first match, and what a way to play for the youngster, 18 years of age, but he could not handle Tennis Sandgren.
And Sandgren got the win, and then Danielle Collins just all over Sloane Stephens from the start.
Well, we just heard from Danielle, and she's just feeling it at that point after this match. Her team was up 10-4. Stephens was not feeling very well in the bench after that one, but rightly so. Danielle Collins just took it to the U.S. Open champion and beat her fair and square.
Won all 5 games. On to mixed doubles. Maddox Sands and Rahm for Chicago against Ken Skupski and Jess Pegula. Skupski finally able to play, and they made the most of it.
Yeah, Skupski came out playing well, but it was Jess Pegula. She played unbelievable down the line, and look at this. Just hitting the forehands to Rajiv Ram and doing it with the crosscourt to leave Skupski the easy winner. Pegula was all over them, and she just certainly won that match.
5-3 in that set, 15-7 at that point for Orlando, but Chicago trying to bounce back, and they did here in women's doubles.
There was a rally pep talk there by Kamau Murray to his team, and Matek and Bouchard responded in a big way, winning 5-1 over Jurak and Pegula. They did not look comfortable at the end. It was a convincing win, giving their team a bit of a chance going into the final set.
And men's doubles closed it out. Rahm Nakashima against Tennis Sandgren and Ken Skupski. And the Chicago duo trying to push Orlando all the way and maybe send it to extended play.
Well, Sandgren and Skupski are going to be hard to beat. Rajiv Ram did what he could. Nakashima probably did not play as well as he would expect to. A couple of mistakes, but Skupski doing what double specialists do, and at some point he took over this match, and they ended up winning it to clinch it.
Able to eat it up at the line, and in that set tiebreak, Skupski-Sandgren close out the set and the match win for Orlando. There's the final numbers of this one. Again, for the 5 sets in favor of Orlando, 21-16 the total tally.
Well, the championship banner from last year may be hanging behind me, and the words on it may be Springfield Lasers, but this is 2020, and right now the team from the city of brotherly love is showing none of that to their opponents. The Philadelphia Freedoms have been absolutely dominant, led by Taylor Fritz and Sophia Kennan. The 2 young stars have been absolutely lights out, and they did it again on night number 3.
All right, back here at the Greenbrier, let's take a look at some of the highlights, and it all started out in mixed doubles. We said it from the beginning, but Taylor Townsend, one of the most valuable players in the league, and she really stood out in these first 2 sets, Mark.
These Taylor Townsend and Fabrice Martin played with so much energy. Taylor Townsend constantly moving forward out there.
They end up taking this set 5-0. We call that the old bagel. And then she stayed out on the court for women's doubles, where she would play with Dollahide. And she would get the win, but this one a little bit tougher. This one they won 5-4.
Yeah, pretty good team on the other side of the net. Haley Carter and Katie McNally, they had a little trouble, but good reflexes kept them in points.
Yeah, she was so nasty all night long. Kick serves, massaging the volley, spiking it, really doing it all. And here's a look at Dollahide with the hands. McNally keeps going at her, but she ends up putting that one in the net. Like I said, they take that one 5-4. Anticlimactic ending right there. And then we said we're going to go on to the men's doubles, and you thought if they're going to get one set, you knew they were going to get in men's doubles, because Rogier and Lindstedt, those guys are quite the duo in doubles.
They bring so much experience to the doubles court. Grand Slam titles for both players, tons of ATP titles. Rock solid for the Springfield Lasers.
They had a chance to win that 5-3. That would have been huge. They take it 5-4. In the end, it probably wouldn't have mattered, because like we said, they handed over to their two singles players, Sophia Kennan and Taylor Fritz. We were excited about this matchup between Kennan and McNally, but in the end, the 2020 Aussie Open champ was just too much.
A little too much game, a little too steady, and too much experience for the young McNally.
Yeah, she'll get her chances later. Excited to see how she does. That backhand sails long, and just like that, they're up 19-10. And then it was Taylor Fritz taking on Mitchell Kruger. More of the same domination from the Freedoms.
Taylor Fritz played with a nice cushion behind him. Little air in his sails, just came out and let it rip.
Yeah, you said the backhand is bulletproof. And the forehand was really dictating well, going corner to corner. This time he goes behind him. And there's a look at the backhand.
Best point of the match, and Fritz using the forehand to control the court. Mitchell Kruger, the biggest hitting of the night from him right there.
Brings him forward here.
Watch the slide into the shot. Fritz, highlight time.
Great way to end the match for the Freedoms. He is playing with so much confidence. They take 4 out of the 5 sets, and they win 24-12. They are the only undefeated team with 2 wins on the season. They are 2-0.
All right, it's time now for our feature of the day. This is a fun one. Obviously, you know, at the Greenbrier, there is tons to do. You can golf, you can horseback ride, you can trap shoot. And that's exactly what our Nina Pantic did with Coco Vandeweghe. There's 55 different activities here at the Greenbrier that you can partake in if you're a guest or if you're Nina and Coco. Have a look at who outshot who in our feature of the day.
Hey everyone, we're here at the Greenbrier Gun Club, and I'm here with Coco Vandeweghe, and we're gonna go and shoot some guns.
I'm excited. This is one of the many amenities that the Greenbrier has to offer, and I'm pumped to see what I can do. I'm a little nervous.
We're shooting trap, which means the clay pigeon goes directly in front of us. Theoretically, it should be easier.
It should be. I haven't shot a gun in a long while, so I don't know if I'm gonna hit anything.
I definitely have not shot a gun in a very, very long while either. So we're gonna both be figuring it out as we go, and we're gonna take you guys with us as we learn how to shoot trap here at the Greenbrier.
Whew.
When that gun comes up and touches that bird, we shoot it. Okay?
All right.
What if we miss, though?
Huh?
What if we miss every time?
No, you're not going to miss every one.
I'm ready. Okay.
Right.
I'm scared. Okay.
I bring it up, slap it shut. There we go. Set your feet. Bring your right foot towards me. You want to square up to this target. Line it all up. When you're ready, say pull.
Pull.
All right, touch it.
Oh, no.
All right, open the gun up.
Pull.
Touch it. All right, not bad, not bad.
And we are 0 for 3. Okay,
All right,
pull.
Look at it. All right, not bad, not bad. Touch it.
Hey! Pull.
Hey!
That was excellent.
I'm just a newly shooter. Haven't shot a gun since I was 16, but came back like riding a bike.
Pull.
Oh, he tried to be cool and quick. Pull.
Nice.
All right, we're back.
Pull. Pull. Oh, too slow. Darn it, Coco.
Pull. Oh, that's just lucky. I know that was just lucky.
Pull.
Nice, nice.
All right, Coco, first reactions to shooting here at the gun club.
It was so much fun. I didn't know how good I would be since I haven't shot a gun since I was 16, and it was mainly handguns, but that was really fun to track a target and try and shoot it.
Our instructor's name is Joe. He was crucial to our development. How much did he help you?
No, he helped me right away. I was a quick learner from Joe's, definitely his isms, I should say. He had some great one-liners to get us going, and I definitely caught on to what he was saying pretty quickly, and I'm happy about that because, you know, came out the victor.
A lot of it was not overthinking and just reacting. Does that kind of relate to your tennis game?
Yeah, definitely. I would have to say so. I mean, just track, hit, think first shot, pull, go.
Nice, nice.
I definitely felt like I was breathing and panicking for at least 10 of the 25 shots, so you definitely settled in a lot faster. What was your record shots in a row?
I believe I got 5 in a row, and I thought that was pretty solid. Closest I got next was 3 in a row. So, and then I got cocky and I started missing, and I was like, darn it, get your head back in the game.
But of the 3 of us shooting, where did you finish?
Number one. Number 1.
And I was dead last.
Sorry, Nina. You're not
But I'm
coachable.
okay.
You're not coachable.
He tried so hard to
He
coach
tried.
me, and I really couldn't figure it out. I mean, I feel like I could figure it out, but I couldn't do it again and again and again. What if I want to use my left eye?
Then we'll shoot off your left shoulder.
No way. Okay.
Well, that's a wrap on day number 3 of season number 45 of World Team Tennis from the beautiful Greenbrier Resort here in Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. I'm Nick Gismondi. Thank you so much for joining us. As we say goodbye, we remind you to make sure you tune in again tomorrow because we'll have more of the same for you, including features, highlights, and wrap-ups from around the day of action. And also make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms to stay up to the second informed as we continue this endeavor here from the Greenbrier. I'm going to say goodbye, but I'm going to leave you with our schedule for the action coming up today. So long.